So we're joining a game already in progress on Tears of the Desert in Epicenter. There is no radar. It's a mixed tiers game. There are aircraft carriers, so we can expect a lot of spotting by enemy air. And it looks like most of the team is doing a circle around the edge, but they are coming into the middle and supporting, which is good. You can't win this game by just all milling around the side and looking for things to kill, because whoever holds the center is gaining points, and every few minutes it's the same as losing a ship for not having the center. So the friendly Sims and I are both moving into the center, and I am going to shift where I'm going. In fact, rather quickly, I just hit boost to avoid those airplanes. And we're starting to see the bad guys. I'm hoping to cap the center. If I can maintain this for about another 40 seconds. I'm shifting direction, hoping that now that he's seen a bunch of targets, he's going to focus his air over there and not send any this way. We just spotted a Colorado. I am keeping an eye on the bad guy air. Here comes a York in, and it looks like he's going to nudge in. Probably a destroyer in there somewhere with him. And I'm using my torpedo indicator to tell me sort of what they're doing. And hopefully I can cap before he gets in. It's going to be close. There it is. I'm opening up. I'm going to duck behind this other island. And I think I can still be, there we go, I'm concealed again. I can continue to lay fire a little bit. Bad news is I left, there's nobody else in. He is actually capping, and maybe, like I said, a destroyer that might be with him. I have some other targets here, so I'm going to reposition myself and maybe throw some fish. There's a Yaguma there and the Scharnhorst, so one set. The Kitakaze has a bank of 6 fish and a reloader. So I've hit the reload. I now have fish again. I'm going to come back in. And there's that York still sitting behind that island. And if they're assuming we've got ships that were in or coming in, that enemy DMD may have thrown some torpedoes, so I'm going to be a little careful. I also have to be careful. You'll notice my anti-aircraft is off. Okay, there is a Mahan in here as well as the York and maybe another destroyer. And the Yaguma nearby. We just got a first blood. The Scharnhorst was taken out by the Ranger. And there's the York. And I can't shoot even if I wanted to because we have a ship there. But I can smoke up. Yep, there are the torpedoes I was concerned about. But that York has got a real problem. He's now on fire, he's half health, and he's got at least 2 of us putting good fire on him. So he's going to shift his direction. I got another 30 seconds for smoke. See if I can get this kill. You can see this rate of fire is fierce. It was like 40 shots on him right there and going picking up. And that ought to have him. Yep, we got the kill. Unfortunately, the Mayoko is now dead. So I'm back in the middle by myself. And I've got air overhead searching for me. It's one of the reasons I was leaving the smoke. They've got enough ships in range that I would much rather not be seen and be that silent threat out here. I will have the launcher back, and I could use it to get torpedoes now if I had a real good target or was being rushed. But if I use it before the other torpedoes come in, then you have to wait for them to come back. So right now I have my torpedoes and the reloader. I'm in pretty good shape. Not seen. We're gaining points. We are down 2 destroyers and a cruiser. I'm the only destroyer left on our team. They have 3 destroyers, but they're down a cruiser and 2 battleships. And we have the middle. And one of their destroyers is smoked up.
Torpedoes to port. Requesting support.
Where are these torpedoes to port? Let me take the mouse from the replay. There it is. And we have a bunch of ships rushing us, as I anticipated. We've got some air support to keep them spotted. And I am going to go ahead. I have both banks of fish. And I am going to lay a pattern and probably a second. And I'm trying to watch where my ships are because they're seen, and that's likely where the torpedoes are going. So I'm going to try to stay out of the likely pattern. Now I'm going to smoke up, shift over to my guns, see if we can't put another fire on this North Carolina. There we go. And about time to shift over to the Colorado, see if I can get a fire on him. Fish are looking reasonably good for the ships over there on that right side. Okay, we've got the range. There's torpedoes into the Boise. And now we got a fire on the Colorado. And is that North Carolina walking into one? One can hope. If he'll turn back, he's going to eat one. We just got another one into the Boise, I guess. Okay, there's probably a terminal fire on the North Carolina. Yes. We just lost some Massachusetts to the Colorado. I'm going to see if I can get revenge for my teammate. We're holding the middle. We're down on ships, and right now we're down on points, but this looks like that may change it. Pretty fast pace, there we go. We're not quite in the lead, but we're going to be in a moment if we don't lose another ship, thanks to the points we're getting in the middle. So you can see how it is, as I mentioned in the beginning, a real mix. But I've got a disadvantage because they've got 3 destroyers and they have figured out that they need this middle. We're down to 2 cruisers and an aircraft carrier. That's a full-strength battleship. There's the Yagumo. The Ranger is, I assume, spotted because he's talking about the Yagumo, who is probably coming for him. I really can't help him. If I leave the middle, we lose. I've got an Ibuki coming in. And I'm assuming that that other pair of destroyers is actively trying to figure out where I am and do something about me. Because we're winning. And it's not because we got the ships. And we're about to lose position. If I leave this cap and try to hide, we lose. That's the long and short of it. Because the aircraft carrier is going down. But I might be able to take enough who attack me. Sabuki's hiding behind that rock. And I want him when he comes out. I'm detected, unfortunately, by air. I got them circling behind me, so I'm going to assume that I'm going to get a mixed attack.
Engine boost activated.
Getting my boost, I do not want to lose speed. I want maneuverability in case there are torpedoes coming. And I'm having to duck shells. There. Okay, so he's throwing torpedoes. I put my guns back on because I might as well see if I can shoot some down. So there's the Agumo and the North Carolina. And there's the Ibuki. I've hit the reloader. I have to be somewhat careful with smoke. It's not going to do as much as I would like, but it can make it harder for him to hit me in the short term. I need to keep moving in unpredictable ways or run the risk of eating fish both from the cruiser and the aircraft. I'm going to go ahead and set a rack of fish on this guy. I'm out of reloaders, so this may well be my last set of fish. Depending on what happens here, but he's giving me broadside. I've shifted over to AP, taken out one of his guns. Don't know why he went broadside, and he's lined up with where my fish are. He said fish, that's why I was backing up, and you can see I'm also angling away. And he's going to die to my torpedoes. I got a Confederate, all right. And they've got to be coming in here after me, so I'm shifting around. It's his second set of torpedoes in his Hail Mary. See if I can keep the Agumo from wanting to come in here and put some fire on the North Carolina. We still have a chance to win, and I could get my 9th solo warrior. I'm detected. I'm back in my smoke. And I'm assuming I'm going to have somebody from behind me and probably air. Got a fire on the North Carolina.
Torpedoes to starboard.
And yeah, it's getting real busy here. Okay, here comes the Mayhem. I am saving. There's a high caliber. Can I get a Kraken out of this? And laying shots on him. I'm going to be able to dodge his fish. Up, aircraft fish coming. I'm dead. But I did get the Kraken. The results are going to be coming up in a moment. All we've got left now is the Salem. And you can see the points did matter. We had a chance at pulling this one off if they had not rushed me with their destroyers. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the game. Here come the results. We'll see you out there. Feel free to leave comments, and I hope you'll subscribe. So here are our battle results. We had 264 gun hits. Of those, 213 were penetrations. We do have IFHE on this boat. 4 torpedo hits, 1 airplane, 2 serious in-caps, 5 kills for our Kraken. 11 fires, 4 floods, 1 solo cap, 4 spottings. We also got, of course, Confederate and high caliber. Team score, unfortunately, it was a loss. We came in with 1,552 in ship XP, roughly double of what the next closest ship on our team came in on. And we would come in 4th based on ship XP overall. We sunk the Ibuki, 1 torpedo for 11,000. The rest were gun hits. Colorado, 28,008. Of that, it was all guns and fire. North Carolina, 28,000. 1 torpedo for 13. Floodings for almost 6. And fires for another 22,700. The York, 16,900. It was a little bit of fire, mostly gun hits. Mayhem, we shot him down with high explosive shells. North Carolina, 42,131. That was 1 torpedo for 17. Fires for another 16. The Boise for 12,500. That was 1 torpedo for virtually all of it. And we shot down 1 airplane. The game lasted 15 minutes and 26 seconds. We lasted for 14 seconds, 10. Fire damage on our spotting, 20,000. 1 fire. We tanked just under 950,000. And we sustained, of course, all of our damage, 23,850. Credit-wise, what did we take home in spite of our loss and in spite of 3 premium consumables? 291,000 in silver, 4656 in ship XP. We did have a Dragon flag on, so 12,004 of Command XP. And we also had an Ouroboros flag, which meant we brought in some extras, so we have just over 2,000 in free XP. Too bad we lost that. It would have been much better payout if we had won, but it was exciting right down to the last, and I did enjoy getting all three of those primary heroic awards. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you out there.